thunderstorm this morning and some rain. It's still, it's just sprinkling a little bit, nothing much. It doesn't matter which way, if it rains or not. There's plenty everybody's got to do. I did take the drone because the wind's down, but if it's raining, I can't put the drone up. We'll just have to wait and see what happens this morning. But this beam thing, I'm trying to figure out, I gotta do it. I think I can make a structural beam so I don't have to use the steel. I'm not a big fan of using the steel because if that steel isn't all coated, what'll end up happening is that over time that steel will start to rust out too, and then it'll start to blow out the concrete that surrounds it. So I'm giving that a little bit. Going well. I mean, it's no big deal now because we've got roofs. It doesn't matter to me whether it rains or it doesn't. There's always something that's got to be done in or out. So no issues. It has been raining. Stops, starts, thunder, stops. No problem. It's not like before we had roofs. Now there's plenty to do inside. You're going to see more about this coming up, but Sid and I started a Patreon account, which if you don't know what that is, just look it up, patreon.com. And what it is a site where people can, it's for people who create stuff like we do for Eleuthera Bahamas, and it's a way for people who view all that stuff to make some type of a commitment so that we can get money coming in to help support all that. Now, depending on how much, well, that's going to vary, of course. But, you know, there's different levels we're going to put in, $1 a month, $5 a month, etc., etc. And with those come different benefits, shall we say. But you're going to hear more about this. We're going to do a video about it coming up. But Patreon helps people who create stuff hopefully not have to worry so much about the money stuff, and we do have to make the money stuff because there's expenses, internet, computers, cameras, drones, time, gas, travel, etc. that has to go into producing all this. So we're hoping that there's going to be, you know, a benefit for us because we're trying everything we can think of as to how we can monetize all our stations, the YouTube one, the Instagram, Facebook, website, everything else, so we can continue doing it. So hopefully with your help, spreading the word, getting more subscribers, getting more people on board for the different channels, it'll work out. So Patreon is coming up for us. We'll have it on this channel and all the others. And then hopefully, I mean, you know, the bottom level is $1 a month. And like on Facebook, there's 7,300 people who follow the Facebook page. Boy, I can think of some great things with that.
There'd be a lot of travel.
So even on that level, it's $1 a month. So we'll talk about that more in the future, but I just wanted to give you a heads up that that's coming.
That's $12 a year.
$12 a year, right? You can't even buy 12 coffees for that.
Well, today is Wednesday, the 25th of April, and it is our neighbor's birthday. And she's a lady who cooks for most of Governor's Harbor every single day of the week, but Saturdays and Sundays. She does a lot of catering. So tonight it's going to be her turn. And I'm making for her some roasted red pepper hummus, which, look at this. I peeled all those chickpeas and I peeled that roasted red pepper. It's got a little tahini sauce in there, some garlic, and some lemon juice. And I guess you save a little bit of the water the chickpeas came in, just in case it's too thick. And then we have some hot Italian sausage and a fresh tomato sauce that she actually gave me the tomatoes from. So it should be a good dinner. And then we have a homemade carrot cake to top it off. Bon appetit! Yep, definitely yummy. Well worth all the trouble of taking off all those stupid little skins, and those skins too, because this is nice and creamy. It took half the lemon and about a quarter of a cup of the water that the chickpeas came in. Very good.
Oh, and I did get some drone footage earlier this morning. I think when I first put the drone up, I won't know till after. When I first put the drone up, I got a lightning bolt. Not on the drone. In the video. Here's a classic. I just went home to grab something to eat, and I knew I had to pay it, but I figured, yeah, I'll get to it this week. I owed BTC. I figured probably a couple of months. It's $25 a month. So while I'm sitting there, Sid gets an automated phone call. Your BTC service has been suspended. And I'm like, really? For like $50? Seriously? You're gonna shut the phone off for $50? So I'm gonna go in and see what they have to say. Because if I go in and they say, oh yeah, your phone is suspended, then and it's going to cost you another $100, I'm going to say, well, you keep that phone, and here's your $100, and you won't be getting any money from me anymore. So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, I'll pay what I owe you, and we can go from there. Hopefully those are old phone books. Well, let's see how this goes. Okay, this is classic. I go into BTC to pay the bill, and I give him my debit card, and the lady takes it, it's approved, and it spits out nothing. So it turns out the machine is broken. So there's no way we can know. So she says the only way you're gonna get this done is you're gonna have to, we'll try another machine. So technically, I have double paid. She didn't mention anything about it being turned off. I don't know. Why are these things so hard? Everything's going well. The rain seems to be in a lull, and I'll show you in a second. It's sunny and beautiful day again. You might remember I already got rid of BTC's DSL service because it didn't work, but yet I paid them every month for that one too. Well, this afternoon was interesting. Two of the guys had a little disagreement, shall we say, and I don't even understand what it was about or anything else. I didn't get to the bottom of it, and I don't really have the time to think about it too much. So I just told both of them, you work over here, you work over there, stay away from each other, don't talk to each other, and if this becomes a problem again, you're both gone. I'm just not dealing with it. I got too many other things to think about, and this isn't on my list of things. I'm not a daycare provider, so we'll see what happens, but I'm not gonna do it.